Can you dive if you have never had experience in water? So you have never been swimming before, you have never been in a lake, you have never been swimming in a river, ocean, swimming pool. Can you dive? Hi guys, for those who are new, I'm Kazi, I'm a dive instructor trainer and I've been diving for more than 10 years. In this series, I'm answering all the weird, uncomfortable, slightly unusual questions about diving. Questions like, can I dive when I can't swim? The short answer is yes, you can. But there are still few things that you need to know. And this is what I'm gonna walk you through before you go on your first dive. A lot of dive centers in the tropical countries or in cold countries will offer a try dive or discovery scuba dive experience as an only pool or confined water experience. Confined water is basically an open water but with the conditions pool-like. So no currents, great visibility, no fish to distract you. So if you feel super uncomfortable in open water, you're terrified of open water and you can't swim, this is probably a good idea to start. During that session, your instructor will closely supervise you and you will learn how to use dive equipment, breathe underwater, and understand the buoyancy and how we move with the equipment, which means you're going to be swimming around the swimming pool and you can do it pretty much everywhere. And since everyone who had taken this first breath underwater can call themselves a diver, there you go. By the way, guys, just because you don't know how to swim, it doesn't mean you're gonna sink to the bottom in a scuba diving equipment. We use something which is called a BCD, and you can add air to it to control your buoyancy, which means you can float on the surface or be nicely and neutrally buoyant underwater and having that amazing feeling of weightlessness. Of course, if you're in a swimming pool, you're not gonna see all the amazing fish and the corals and the reef. So there is an option for you as well. But you need a little bit more skills to go into the open water because we want to make sure that you're going to be comfortable. You're going to be able to stay underwater. We're going maximum to 12 meters. So you're going to be able to stay at the 12 meter nicely and comfortable. And also that you're going to be able to manage few basic emergency skills. And those skills are, for example, learning how to get rid of the water in your mask or learning how to recover your regulator underwater should it accidentally fall out during the dive. It doesn't happen very often, but you need to know that. You also need to show that you're relatively comfortable staying underwater without needing to go up to the surface. So you can swim around, you feel comfortable enough, so you're gonna be safe once you're gonna get to an open water. During the discovery scuba diving session in open water, your instructor is next to you all the time to guide you through everything. So pay attention to the breathing. Your instructor is with you all the time to the point that they can literally hold your hand the whole dive, and all you need to do is stay calm, breathe, and enjoy the experience. Well, you can also help them a little bit and gently kick. And if you have no idea how to do that, they will teach you this during that swimming pool class. In some places, guys, you are going to be taken straight away into open water and do those skills over there on some sort of line or platform. I do not recommend you to do that if you have never experienced open water and you don't know how to swim. Always search for the dive center that will guide you first, and your first session is going to be in a swimming pool. It's way more comfortable, you have way more time, and you don't have all like the currents, the waves, the open water, the fish, other people around you, so you can relax and you can take your time to get more comfortable. Trust me, you will need that time. What is really important, guys, is let your instructor or anyone in dive center know before you start your session that you're not very comfortable with water and that you have never been in open water and you have never been swimming before. We will be super appreciative because then we know to which group we can assign you, and no one in the group is going to have to wait for you, and you're going to feel way more comfortable because you are not going to feel like you're slowing the whole group down. Trust me, you don't want to feel rushed. And your group really don't want someone who's constantly panicking underwater on the surface, so it's a win-win situation for everyone. Or even better, you can do a discovery dive as a one-on-one experience, so it's just you and instructor. In some places, you might need to pay a little bit extra for that, but hey, it's super worth it. I am gonna be honest with you guys, your first experience scuba diving, if you've never ever experienced water or you have not been immersed in water, is gonna be tough. It's gonna be quite difficult because everything is going to feel differently. What you hear underwater and how you hear underwater is different. When you put the mask on your face and you look underwater, everything looks different as well. Now you have all the equipment on you, which might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So you have to be ready for it. And your brain is like fully on escape mode. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It means you should breathe through the discomfort, try to relax as much as you can, be patient with yourself, and don't expect for everything to feel normal right away. Give yourself permission to be uncomfortable, but don't give yourself permission to quit too soon. One more thing, guys. If you're going for your first dive, please leave the camera or GoPro or anything behind you. It is going to distract you. Your confidence in water or your buoyancy is really not good enough to take a great footage. So the footage is going to be pretty shit. And you want to be focused, like you want to listen to your instructor, you want to make sure that you're looking around what's going on, paying attention to everything that is happening. And GoPro or your camera is not gonna let you do that. It's definitely not gonna let you to be present in the moment and experiencing it. Your instructor also cannot have the camera because their responsibility is to look after you. But of course, nowadays, everyone wants to have footage, right? We want to put it on Instagram, we want to put it on YouTube, we want to show it to our friends and family, especially if we're doing something which is so exciting like scuba diving. And that's why most of the dive centers are going to have a photographer that you can take with you on a dive. They will take their professional camera or the GoPro, and then they're going to be focusing on you and on everything that is happening underwater to capture the best moments and the best shots for you. So don't take the camera, leave it behind, don't worry about it. So yes guys, you can dive and see all the amazing stuff that lives below the surface if you have absolutely no water experience, but you have to be prepared that A, it's not going to be super easy, so be patient with yourself. You want to make sure you have the most comfortable setup and the most safe experience possible. So check your dive center and talk with the instructors that are going to be taking you through the session. Make sure that if you can't swim or you're not very comfortable with water, do it in a smaller group. And who knows, you might fall in love with it, and maybe you will decide that you will actually learn how to swim and do your certification, because to become a diver and to become fully certified, you do have to know how to swim. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comments, and maybe tag a friend who should hear that because they really want to dive, but they're scared because they have absolutely no experience in the water. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more diving and travel content. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.